What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Rhea and Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. This podcast is presented to you by Microsoft 365 Copilot. Before we get into today's amazing episode, today is a great episode, but before we get into all of that, we need to talk about the thing that is keeping everyone's lives organized right now, and that is Microsoft 365 Copilot.
Absolutely, because the world moves fast, your workday moves even faster. Pitching products, drafting reports, analyzing data. Microsoft 365 Copilot is your AI assistant for work, built into Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and other Microsoft 365 apps that you use, helping you quickly write, create, analyze, and summarize, so you can cut through the clutter and make the path to your best work. It's that easy, really, when you just wake up, you open your laptop, you're headed to work, you see all the emails. Copilot just helps you summarize, so you really get the gist of things, and just helps you work faster.
Exactly. So you can learn more at Microsoft.com/M365 Copilot. Hello, everybody. It is Wednesday, and we have such an exciting episode for you today.
We do.
We have Demi Lovato back on today's episode.
Woo!
Woo, woo! Guys, this interview
Thank you, Noah, for the round of applause.
Yes, thank you so much. This episode is so freaking good. The interview was amazing. We talked about so much with Demi. Dare I say, even better than the first time.
Yeah, she is just so lovely. I think, we're such big fans of her. So it's just so nice to now have her come in a second time. And she's just a gal, she's a gal's gal. You just want to gab with her. You want to gab.
When do you think we can start calling her a friend?
Wait, what's so funny is I went to go get this water bottle. I walked in the hallway and I said the joke in my own head. I was like, I thought to myself, because we had teased, I don't want to give too much away from the interview, but we had said, she's going to have to come back a third time, because once the new season of Love Island comes out, we're going to have to talk about new season of Love Island. And in my head, when you're just like, you're 10 steps ahead. And in my head, I was like, well, when she comes in for the third time, we can intro the episode and be like, Demi Lovato is back. Demi, just so you know, you being on the show 3 times now actually makes you our best friend.
Yes. Yeah. No,
It actually makes you our best friend. We didn't make the rules. It's a 3-time thing.
Yeah. Right now, we're friendly with Demi Lovato.
Yes.
The third time, we're friends.
Third time locks it in.
Yes. I think that we can ask her the third time if she comes back.
Yeah.
Hey, do you consider us a friend?
Yeah.
In this setting?
Yeah.
But it was really so amazing. We talk about her cookbook, One Plate at a Time. And really, she opens up about so much. And I think it's a great conversation, as well as we have some fun as well.
Yep.
So we can't wait for everyone to listen to that. We're super, super excited and honored that Demi came back to talk with us.
Perhaps a little Camp Rock 3 tease.
Yes. All right, we won't give too much away.
No, I know. I'm just getting people excited.
Yeah, so go listen to that. And then if you want, listen to the rest of the episode, because we have a lot to discuss, okay? Listen.
So much.
I would love to ask how everyone's day is going. We've been together every single day. You know what I mean? So it's like, at this point,
You don't care.
no, I care, but I think we know.
Yeah. No, it's true.
But the listeners don't. So how's your day going?
Fair. It's good.
Anything new that I don't know about?
No, quite literally nothing new that you don't know about.
Tomorrow will be the first day
My stomach just rumbled.
Oh, we're hungry.
Yeah.
Tomorrow will be the first day in a while that we haven't seen each other.
Yeah, we needed the day.
It's been a lot of consecutive days in a row that we've all been together.
It's a big appointment day.
Yes.
We're crossing off all the appointments.
All of them. Got to get them in
We had
tomorrow.
a lot of appointments.
Yeah.
And they must be done. We're doing something we're very excited for next week. I know everyone's going to get mad at me. I know. But it is in context with the appointments, and we can tell everyone on Friday.
Yes.
But it's next week before the Dallas show.
Yes! I'm so excited. Oh my God.
We're fired up.
Yeah, my
Big
first
time.
one ever. So
We're big time. So you always remember your first.
yeah.
We're big time fired up, so that's great. But yeah, it's a big time. It's a big, like,
You got to get those feet done.
I gotta get my feet done. I haven't got a pedicure since January.
That's okay, because I went from
I didn't have my feet out this trip.
Yeah,
like Seattle and San Diego, I was like, I'm wearing boots.
feet are covered. I went from October to February without getting a pedicure, and I felt like that was pretty dark.
Yeah.
Like I was looking at my feet like, remember my toenail got all hurt and stuff? So I had to take a break and it was a whole thing.
Well, I will say I did just, I got my first, and it's probably why it's lasted so long. I got my first Russian pedicure.
You're doing it for the toes now too?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it looks good and feels good. And they take this, there's no water. And the way this woman took this like machine to my heel and just like shaved it all off.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, hell yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That does sound nice. Getting the Russian manicure is already a lot for me.
Yeah, I know.
I can't
Look, it's
possibly add the Russian pedicure. I honestly don't give a shit. I would get a regular manicure
if it lasted.
All my friends just make fun of me when my nails look bad. So then therefore I get a Russian manicure now.
Well, I can't. I don't know. I just think it lasts.
It does.
The
It
longest.
definitely lasts a long time.
And the pedicure. Yeah, I mean, look, when I booked the appointment to go for a manicure and pedicure, and they told me it was going to be 3.5 hours. I was like, oh my Lord. But I do think my toes have stayed pretty intact for it being this long.
Yeah. Do you want to take them out on the podcast?
I thought
and show
about
us
that.
it?
I was like, look, I could show you all to prove it. But that could maybe take my wiki feet number down.
I want to say, I actually have never gotten a really great look at your feet. Now,
What a weird thing for you to say since I've been barefoot around you often.
often.
Yeah.
I mean, we've known each other for almost 10 years.
Yeah.
We're together all the time.
Yeah.
I don't think that
we were just on the beach. Like we were just at a whole beach vacation. My dogs were out the whole time.
Well, I saw them, but I don't think I've taken like a really good look at them.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like taking a look at them and said,
yeah.
you know, wow, these are great feet. These are not great feet. Like I'm going to have to get a good look at your feet.
Yeah. Look, they're very much somewhere in the middle.
That's what I
You know what I
suspect.
really liked about the Russian pedicure, though, is sometimes, specifically on my big toes, I can't believe there's so many people listening for Demi Lovato that are listening to talk about this right now.
You just took the words right out of my mouth. I said, maybe we should cut all of this because we might have people listening for the first time.
Yeah.
And they might go,
Yeah.
we don't give a shit.
I'm going to cut this down big time from what I was about to describe. There's just the cuticle process with the Russian pedicure is so thorough compared to when you go get a normal, like a pedicure, a standard pedicure. Sometimes the cuticle stuff is a little half-assed, and that's something that I need. So the Russian pedicure takes care of that. End scene. That's all I have to say about
Very
toes.
happy for you. I'm sure your feet look great.
Yeah.
Moving along.
Yep.
We're going to get into the rest of today's show. No, how's your feet? Just kidding.
Have you ever gotten a pedicure?
No, I've never gotten a
Manicure or
pedicure.
pedicure?
Oh, we should take you.
We should take you. It's a delightful
Yeah,
experience.
you would love it.
I take
I'm
Joe.
always biting my nails.
Yeah, you would love that. I feel
Yeah,
like
but
you would get enjoyment.
yeah.
I feel like I wouldn't know what to do.
A pedicure
during
is so
it.
nice.
You just sit there.
Yeah.
Talk.
Joe thoroughly
No, go on
enjoys
your
a
phone.
pedicure now.
I always feel like awkward about like ignoring the person working. Like when I get my haircut, I'm talking the whole time.
Really?
But I'm also like friendly with the.
I think that's a
Okay.
guy
woman who
thing.
gets my hair.
They like,
like
also,
a barbershop
As long as-
yeah,
thing.
barbershop
But it's a
talk.
hair thing too.
No, it's definitely a hair thing. I mean, I talk my
Yeah.
hairdresser's ears
Well, yeah,
off.
I'm not going to like a barbershop. It's like a normal. It's a woman who's cutting my hair. It's not
Oh.
like chopping it up with the guys.
Yeah.
You know.
But nail salons are very much like you do what you
Yeah.
want with your time.
Most of the time, people like, have headphones.
Aren't they
Yeah.
wearing like a mask because of the fumes?
Probably most of the time.
There's a lot of reasons, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like you would find it enjoyable.
I think
Maybe
I
we'll
got
take
pretty
you.
good toes.
Okay, we'll have to score your feet
Yeah,
next
well,
time we see them.
A little hairy though.
You're a guy.
You're a guy.
Yeah.
I shave my toes. I have to.
Same.
Yeah.
You know.
It's a must.
It is. All right, moving along, we're going to get into today's show. There has been some wild news coming out of the reality TV world.
Crazy.
We got
And not good.
Not good at all. We got Taylor Frankie Paul news. We'll get into that. A lot of alleged abuse being thrown out there.
Allegations.
Yes, and we're going to get into that. And then Huda I think was slapped with a restraining order from
Yeah,
her
this is
ex-boyfriend,
also
Louis Russell.
Really not good.
No.
Back-to-back news on this all really came out on Monday, which is crazy. And TMZ was having a field day putting these stories out, I'm sure. But it was like nonstop, one after the next. There's been so many videos about it of just two not good situations.
Really, really bad. And then we have the pop corner and our fantastic interview with Demi Lovato. So let's get into the topics. Before each show, we have been loving cracking open a nice, truly hard seltzer. Honestly, our guests love it too. We head backstage. They've got one cracked open. It's a perfect way to get the show started. Truly is a fun, light, and refreshing variety in a bubbly, effervescent hard seltzer to get your people in a party mood anytime, day or night, which is what it does. We head backstage, our guests crack open a Truly, and they are ready to party on stage with us. It delivers a juicy and refreshing fruit flavor that tastes exactly like what you're craving. It's light and it's easy to drink. With just 5% ABV and only 100 calories, you can enjoy it without that heavy feeling. So make your dreams come true and find Truly Hard Seltzer near you or visit www.trulyhardseltzer.com. All right, let's start off with Taylor Frankie Paul. I want to take everyone from the back, from the back.
I want to take everybody from the back.
Nope, that is not what I meant to say.
I'd like to take you
Oh, fuck. God damn it.
from the beginning.
Cut that out. Oh, yeah. I want to take everyone back a little bit from the
Don't
beginning.
cut that out.
I was going to say, I'm not cutting that.
I realized. The ending of season 4 of Mormon Wives ends with Taylor Frankie Paul sleeping with her ex Dakota and baby daddy.
Spoiler. No, I'm kidding. Sorry.
Did you not watch?
No, I finished.
Oh, okay. Ends with her sleeping with Dakota the night before she leaves for the Bachelorette.
Yeah.
The next morning, misses her flight
Yeah.
to go film the Bachelorette.
Yeah.
I cannot believe
That alone is bad.
that alone is bad.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that ABC is sort of running with this, like, we're just going to
Yeah.
run the Bachelorette promos and act like none of this is happening.
Yeah.
Because right off the bat, people watched this and said, how are we supposed to watch her and believe that she wants to find someone else when she slept with her baby daddy the night before she's on this show?
Yeah, correct.
And, you know, some of the women on the show brought up the fact that if they were meeting Taylor, like a guy was meeting Taylor and found out that she slept with her baby daddy the night before, they might be like, well, she's not ready to connect with me. Like there's a lot that goes into this.
Yeah.
She's clearly not ready to be on The Bachelorette. She shouldn't be dating at all. She actually really probably needs to get off of reality TV
Yeah.
and get help. This is where we're at.
Yeah, definitely. And there had been some conversations too about some of her TikTok posts because she had just posted a video that seemingly was teasing a guy.
Mm-hmm.
Or so it's what it looked like. It was a guy's like arm and side. And everyone was like jumping, thinking this was someone from The Bachelorette. She's like, oh my God, she's teasing a winner or someone that she's with or all these things. This has been so tough to avoid spoilers on this season because her life is so public already. And with Mormon Wives and all that drama and everything is discussed in that community. Like they're in a small knit community out there where I feel like people are talking. And there were some rumors that were already coming out, and you could try and avoid them all you want when it was like, oh, Taylor, Dakota, all these things that people are talking about. But then you actually watch the show and you see it happen. You see that she slept with him the night before she left, because that was allegedly a rumor that had been circulating the last couple of months that people had heard. And it didn't, like, a lot of people weren't saying it out loud because they didn't know if it was actually true or what that would mean for filming The Bachelorette and all these things. And now we're watching, we're like, okay, so it's true, it did happen. And then the news broke, which we had sort of touched on Monday, but it was very rumors, like reality blogs, social media accounts posting that they've paused production on season 5 because of a fight between Taylor and Dakota. And we were like, ooh, okay, that doesn't sound good. So then TMZ gets their hands on this story. And reliable outlets start posting that, yes, it is true that production has been paused. It's been paused for a while. And TMZ says that things really came to a head last month. It was like February 24th, 25th. Taylor had gotten, well, there was two separate instances. Things came to a head late last month is what they wrote. When Taylor and Dakota were driving in his car and got in a heated argument, we're told a drink was spilled on the seat and on Dakota, and he became enraged. Sources connected to Taylor say he got physical with her. We're told Dakota called the police and said Taylor was the one who got physical. The sources say Dakota went MIA for nearly 3 weeks after the car incident, and that's why production stopped. He has an important part in the show, and producers wanted to wait until he resurfaced. Sources connected to the show tell us a different story, that cast members refused to continue filming despite producers wanting to keep filming because of the child and spousal abuse allegations. Separate from the car incident, since DCFS has received numerous calls from Dakota alleging abuse, there is currently an open investigation, and we've learned both Taylor and Dakota were ordered by DCFS to undergo a psychological evaluation. That evaluation has not been performed. Sources say production is about to resume. It's unclear what role Dakota will have going forward. But that there was also a time that now that Dakota has called the Utah Division of Child and Family Services, DCFS, more than a few times, claiming that they've been physical. There was a situation apparently that they posted about with Taylor going to Dakota's house.
Yes, and allegedly
choking him
with a necklace.
With his necklace, right? Like he was wearing a necklace. And then and then she went back, like it was like the police were called and then it was taken back. Then she went back the next night and then something happened again.
And then Reality Steve posted a screenshot of, I think Dakota's roommate Crew sent these pictures in of Taylor calling Dakota 150 times in one night.
Yeah.
And it's this back and forth that has reached way beyond way beyond entertainment or reality TV or anything of that nature.
Yeah.
It feels like things that are so dark and serious that at this point, these people shouldn't even be on TV.
Yeah.
Like all of this is so dangerous and dark. There's kids involved.
Yes, allegedly their son Ever was in the room while this was happening.
Right. And it breaks my heart for their son, Taylor's kids, having to be involved in all of this. It's just so dark. That's really all I can keep saying about it, because it's a mess. It is an absolute disaster. And on top of that, we have her season of The Bachelorette coming out. Yeah. Which at this point, people and ourselves are not like, we're not excited to watch this.
No.
It feels uncomfortable watching. There's so many details that we are unsure of, and a lot of rumors and alleged, stories being thrown around, that at this point, these people just shouldn't be on TV and needs to be figured out.
Yeah. Yeah. I wanted to go back and just double tell this post the way it came out, because TMZ had said that Taylor had allegedly choked Dakota, ripped his necklace off, grabbed his throat and face, happened in front of their son. One source says Dakota even called the police that night, but Taylor had convinced him to change his story and tell the cops that all was good. She apologized and even returned to his home the following night. However, that went south again. This was end of February. Taylor allegedly scratched his neck during a second night of fighting and chucked his phone against a wall. We're told a friend of Dakota saw his neck the next day and called police. Responding officers interviewed him, and we're told they also saw the proof of his injuries. Taylor Frankie Paul has a much different version of events, as sources with direct knowledge say Dakota was the primary aggressor during a recent car ride. That's the car ride I was just talking about. But other production sources have negated that allegation, saying she was physically abusive to him and their son, which is real. I mean, the whole thing is just so awful. Production has been paused, like I said. And I don't blame these girls. Like, it's crazy to me, and it is unfortunately pulling that curtain back on the horrors of reality TV, that what this story is basically saying or alleging is that these producers think Taylor and Dakota make reality TV and that Dakota is necessary to this story and that they can't continue the show without him. And I thought, good for the women all standing up and being like, we're not going to keep filming with this looming. It's such a serious thing. And it just dominates the story. And I know this is totally separate, but I saw Michaela and Macy on Comments by Celebs. And Michaela was saying, the whole season there was such a big focus on Taylor and Taylor's mom and Taylor and Dakota and The Bachelorette. And it was like really felt like that overtook everybody else's storylines.
People would still watch this show without Taylor and Dakota.
Yeah.
All of these women are incredibly interesting.
Yep.
There are a lot of storylines that,
we all loved the third season, and Taylor and Dakota were not as crazy.
And even so, I forgot to bring up, we were so stuck on Taylor and Dakota, I forgot to bring up Jen and Whitney's fight.
Yeah.
With Jen sending Zach to talk to Whitney was so insane. Sending your husband to speak to your friend like that, just so not okay.
But these girls could all perfectly create reality TV without these two.
For sure. And now it's become a level of uncomfortable even watching and supporting the show because you want these people to be okay, and this has just become so dark and scary and awful. And
look, you go back to what happened season 1, which was such a part of the show, but I think it had a bit of a spin of a redemption situation for Taylor and learning from that. But when you go back and then you look at this, you see a pattern, and it doesn't feel like that pattern has been broken. These two could not be more toxic for each other.
Yeah.
I know it's alleged sources and allegations on both sides, but in reality, they both treat each other terribly, and it comes out in different forms.
Yeah.
Even watching on the show, it's so clear Dakota's sleeping with these other girls, or almost sleeping with one and sleeping with the other, that are in their community and in the friend group, is a manipulation tactic. And she's going on The Bachelorette, and he's doing everything he can to get her attention. And it's crazy. And what's crazy is it works, and you see that happen, but Taylor's so stuck in it. But then you see these allegations, and it's like, oh, if this is the way that you are potentially reacting, it's so bad. And like you said, so destructive and so dark. And we can't continue to support something like this. And I've seen a lot of comments on a lot of the Bachelorette posts that are like, if this was a guy, I don't think there'd be any debate. The show wouldn't air.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's really a sticky situation. And I think it's crazy that right now The Bachelorette seems to just be promoting the season at normal. Tuesday morning, they posted a promo on social, get ready for Taylor's season. I don't know how we're supposed to continue. Even if these allegations didn't come out, I'd be wishy-washy on it. Because like we said, it's she slept with Dakota the night before she left.
Right. And that just automatically puts a taste in everyone's mouth where they're like, how are we supposed to?
She's not ready for this.
She is not ready for this at all. I cannot express enough how badly I feel for their son, that they are undergoing psych evaluations and could potentially lose their son.
It's really,
it really is. Yeah. It breaks my heart. I just can't believe that this is going on. And I think that they are wrapped up in this absolutely toxic cycle. It almost feels like toxic isn't even a strong enough word for this. But then getting caught up in reality TV and TikToks, it's watching the show and seeing Taylor immediately, when she found out the news, her first reaction was to go make a TikTok about it. Yeah. And being caught up in that cycle as well.
Right. And even the girls were saying, I think it was Jessie, when that had happened on the show and she found out about her him sleeping with Shania's, like, and she makes a video immediately. She's like, you're going on The Bachelorette in 4 days, but you get all the comments of girls be like, yes, like, we love this petty shit, and then she continues to do it. There's a validation in that behavior that she has gotten, and it's just not good. And I saw Jesse also comment on a video where they were kind of trying to say that, you know, the girls have been jealous of Taylor's opportunities, and that's why the pause had happened. It was like speculation why the pause had happened. And she had commented like, yeah, it's not jealousy. Like, you know, that's not the case.
Acorns believes that everybody has the potential to be a great investor. That's why they make it so easy to start investing. With Acorns, you could sign up and give your money a chance to grow in 5 minutes. You can even start investing with just your spare change. This is a great feature of Acorns, one that we really love, and we're so excited when we downloaded the app and telling our friends about it, that like if you go and buy a coffee, that extra spare change will go right into investing. Acorns will round every purchase you make up to the nearest dollar and automatically invest your spare change for you. I feel like this is so smart because you're almost not even thinking about it. That spare change is going right into investing. And with the Acorns potential screen, you get a clear view of how your money could grow over time. Plus, you can quickly adjust how much you're investing every day, week, or month to make sure you're building towards your goals. Are you ready to see your money's potential? Sign up now and Acorns will boost your new account with a $20 investment. Head to acorns.com/chicks or download the Acorns app to get started. Paid non-client endorsement compensation provides incentive to positively promote Acorns. Tier 2 compensation provided. Potential subject to various factors such as customers' accounts, age, and investment settings. Does not include Acorns fees. Results do not predict or represent the performance of any Acorns portfolio. Investments results will vary. Investing involves risk. Acorns Advisors, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. View important disclosures at acorns.com/chicks.
This is crazy to me. So the Bachelorette ABC, I mean, Bachelorette ABC posted a teaser for the season 5 hours ago. A season like no other is about to begin, is the caption. Watch the Bachelorette premiere Sunday. There are 330 comments. Most of them are like, how are we promoting the show? The ABC Instagram account, 29 minutes ago, wrote, cheers to a new season. Heart eye emojis, wine glass, cheersing emoji.
Wrote back to somebody?
No, there's commented on the
They
video.
just commented on the video?
Comments on the video. Cheers to a new season.
That is so absurd to me. Like,
It's
Like, what would it take? Like, what would it take for them to? Like,
I don't know.
Crazy.
It's so crazy. It's like to
It's
just
crazy
continue
to me.
on without. I'm sure they are having behind the scenes conversations where they're like, do we air this season or not? But to not even put out like a statement of some sort acknowledging that, okay, we see the allegations and we're trying to figure out what to do. It's like, just
how is she going to do any press for this season?
I don't know. We know that there's like
she's supposed
to be doing, some sort of event or whatever. I don't know if that's still happening.
I know.
But
TMZ also posted this morning that the top brass at The Bachelorette, quote, didn't see it coming, but according to one well-placed source, they're guilty of willful blindness. A source connected to the show with direct knowledge tells TMZ the latest crop of producers on the ABC show wanted Taylor Frankie Paul from The Secret Lives of Martin Wives in a bad way. They felt she could bring in a wider audience because her reality show was such a hit, and that's why our sources say they, quote, cut corners in the vetting process. And then it continued to, go on to say that, recap the allegations we talked about. And it says, a source close to Taylor tells TMZ that they felt the reality star's personal issues were already well known because they were documented on Mormon Wives. As for The Bachelorette, we're told it will debut as scheduled this coming Sunday. ABC has hired a public relations crisis manager to handle the fallout, but our Bachelorette sources say producers have eggs on their faces for not catching this ahead of filming.
The PR crisis manager's like, hey, throw that comment. Cheers to the new
they're
season
like,
out there.
and also ignore it.
You should just throw a little champagne in there, a little heart eye emoji. That'll do it.
Isn't that crazy? I honestly went to just go back to look at the comments and seeing that was posted 31 minutes ago. Cheers to a new season.
That's
heart
insane.
eye emoji.
That is
champagne
so
glass.
Like you had
emoji.
mentioned, the way that it was spun with the first season of Morbid Wives was like a path of growth, a path of acknowledgement of how bad it was what she had
because
done.
what she does do well is like she does mess up and then she's like, I know I messed up.
And like I feel like people enjoyed that authenticity
Yeah.
of somebody being honest about how badly they had screwed up.
Yep.
Now, when you don't learn from it and you don't grow from it and you continue to do those patterns and it's really bad. It's bad. I saw it, and like you were saying about this season, the way that Dakota sleeping with these friends, knowing what it's going to do to try to make, and then like one last ditch effort.
Yeah, it was totally on purpose.
Before the show.
Yeah, he was like, save a rose for me.
Yeah, save a rose
for me. Just like tell me you
me.
still love me before you leave.
Yeah,
like, it's
and then like sleep with me the night before and maybe she won't go. And then it's like you said, working because she's like missing her flight the next day.
And it's sad because there's just no way that it would have worked, which is why even without all of this, it's where they're stuck in such a place where it's like, I know people see spoilers or they look for them or they don't or whatever. I really try and avoid spoilers for The Bachelor, Bachelorette. I don't really think that show is built for somebody that has this level of fame right now because everyone pries into their lives so much that it's going to be so ridden with spoilers. And you watch the way it ends, everyone with a logical brain is going to go, well, there's no way she ends up with somebody at the end. And even if she does end up with somebody at the end, how is that guy going to fit into this whole situation that she's got with Dakota? Like, is this guy going to come back, start filming Mormon wives with all of them and be thrown into the chaos of her and Dakota?
Yeah, and she posted a TikTok seemingly with a guy and was like, with the sound of like, I'm busy right now.
Who's that guy?
Feels like something that was filmed a while ago that she threw up like last night or whatever it was yesterday to be like, I'm busy.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
I can't believe all this shit happened last month. She was at the Oscars.
At the Oscars acting like...
If I was the rest of these girls, and I know that they, like, this is what so much of their drama stems from, being at events, showing up for things, doing all that. These girls work so hard on this show. People could laugh at me saying that, but they're filming their lives seemingly 24/7 now because they're churning out 2 seasons a year. They're filming a new season before the old season's reunion even comes out. Like, they're really putting their lives out there in all forms, all of their relationships, all the dating, their careers, all these things. And now their show, like what makes them money, is put on pause because of what's going on with Taylor and Dakota. But let's watch her do all this promo for The Bachelorette and watch her go to the Oscars. I'd be furious.
Yeah, I would be like, I'm not filming either. This is so crazy.
I'd be like, we're not filming this shit anymore. Like, we're all like... we're taking a break from this if this is how this is going to go because we're not all going to go back and work and do all this when we know what's happening.
Right. And they're also probably afraid to not support her.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because we seen the season,
right.
the reaction to them trying to help her get on the show and, keep information from her and the whole thing. So this is all so insane. And I'm sure we will be not short of details in the coming weeks. I think that the more details will come out. And oh my God, am I curious of how ABC is going to continue to handle this upcoming season and whether or not it airs with nothing said.
Yeah.
Moving on, another insane situation. Huda and Louis Russell's texts were released.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Alleged. And it seems like...
Have we ever said allegedly more than
so
this?
many.
Yeah.
And it seems like Louis has filed a restraining order on Huda. A lot of messages.
I think the baby mama has...
Sorry, the baby mama...
filed a restraining order.
Restraining order because Huda was showing up to her place.
Yeah.
Sending constant messages. Threats. A lot of threats.
Yeah.
She's on the roof. She's in the stairwell. She's showing up uninvited. It's wild.
So Nicole Oliveira, the mother of Louis Russell's child, tells TMZ the situation escalated back on February 21st around 1:30 a.m. when she claims Huda showed up uninvited to her home. According to Nicole, Huda allegedly took an Uber to Nicole's LA apartment where she lives with her son and trespassed by forcing her way into the building, which Nicole says was captured on surveillance video. She insists she never gave Huda access, either verbally or physically. Nicole claims Huda had been sending alarming messages for hours leading up to the incident, allegedly threatening to harm herself and saying she, quote, would not be here tomorrow after landing at LAX earlier that day. She tells us Huda later confronted Louis and demanded he swear on their son's life that he never leave her. Nicole tells us, I never wanted my son in the public eye, especially involved in anything negative. Nicole says the entire situation has nothing to do with her or her son, and she's now focused solely on protecting her child, which is why she's taking legal action. She adds she doesn't want drama, a response, or even apology, just privacy and safety for her family. Still, Nicole says she remains empathetic, adding this is an extremely unfortunate situation for everybody involved. So I pray for her mental health.
Yeah, this is a wild situation.
Really not good,
especially
too.
With the alleged text that came out.
You just worry about her now too. It's just like another one where it's like, oh my God, I really hope
a lot of kids
you
involved
get the help that you need right now.
For
because
sure.
it's not good. Now, and in these alleged text messages, it was Louis being like, Huda, you need to go to the hospital. Like this is
right.
This is so bad.
And this is going to be triggering, but threatening to harm yourself if somebody is not to answer you or be with you is a form of manipulation.
Yeah.
And I think that sometimes, like when someone is doing that, it's hard for them to see that. Clearly they need help.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's
totally
another thing that is extremely dark. So, wow. I'm really hoping that everyone gets the help that they need.
I know. And this one, we don't see too much of the behind the scenes of that relationship, I feel like. And there's tons of rumors of things that were going down between Huda and Louis, and it clearly just escalated to this situation. And I feel for everybody involved because like Nicole said, I'm just trying to protect my family. I have a small child. Like I want everybody to be okay. I just have to take this legal action because it's needed in order to keep my son safe.
And it's scary. And I think that she, brings up the point of like, I just hope her mental health is okay because clearly when someone is doing this, as insane and scary as it is, and we can all acknowledge how not okay it is, like it is so bad. Clearly her mental health is not okay.
For sure. Exactly. Yeah.
So,
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Two
back to back, not
good stories.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
So, really bad.
Yeah.
But we're going to move on to a more fun and exciting part of our episode today because none of that is. But we do have our amazing interview and some popcorner.
Yay,
so
questions.
Let's get into it.
Batiste is the award-winning #1 dry shampoo brand. It's #1 in the US and #1 in the world. It instantly refreshes your hair and absorbs that oil and grease for a cleaner looking and feeling hair with added volume and texture. It's great on your hair and easy on your wallet so you can get that blowout look without the blowout price. Batiste works better than the next leading competitor and brands that cost up to 2 times more. The Batiste Dry Shampoo is a cult classic for a reason. I love to keep a little travel size in my bag when I'm going to the gym. Maybe I have to run somewhere afterwards. I take my hair in the ponytail. It's looking greasy. But the Batiste Dry Shampoo brings it back to life. Looks like I was just walking out and got a fresh blowout. And my hair's definitely one that can get oily a little faster, so having a good dry shampoo is crucial. You can buy the Batiste Dry Shampoo online or in-store at your nearest retailer.
All right, let's get into the pop corner. We're taking your hot takes, your voicemails, your opinions. Let's get into it. Noah, play the first voicemail.
Hey guys, it's Sierra from Detroit. So I want to just preface this by saying that I love Harry Styles' new album. I really, truly do. But I feel like he has one of the most beautiful voices of our generation. Like, it's so unique, the rasp to it. It's one of my favorite voices ever. I feel like his last couple albums, he just does more of that like talky singing rather than belting out these ballads. And I don't want to say it's a waste because, again, I love this album, but I feel like it just doesn't showcase what his voice is capable of. And I just miss hearing the way that he could just belt out these songs. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, I love his new album. I really, truly do. But I just wish there was more ballads where you really hear the talent behind his voice. All right. Love you guys. Bye.
I can totally 100% agree with you. I would love to hear him belt it out more. That's why I think I love Coming Up Roses so much because we really hear him sing.
Yeah.
And I'm with you. Fucking love this album. It's so fun. Would I love if he came out with an album that were all like, ballads? Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
I would eat it up. So I'm with you. I would love to hear more songs in the same tune of like Coming Up Roses and Sign of the Times and the way that he can really belt it.
Yeah, it's just such a certain style. And this is just the era of music he's in right now. I think we kind of have to respect that. It's like he can always sing like that. I just think of certain, pop stars and all these people that you would hear their certain style of music or the songs that they would put out. And you're like, well, they have incredible voices.
Ariana Grande.
Yeah. And you can't really, when people have voices like that, I think it's a little unfair to ask them to belt it out every single song that they have,
No, I don't think that's what she's asking. I think she's just like a couple more, which I can agree with. Like, one or two more on there where it was a little more whatever, I would love.
Right.
Just because you're right. It's more just like let's appreciate your voice, Harry. We're not demanding it from him.
Yeah, but then that's potentially taking off two songs that we really like. So it's questionable on whether or not that's a fair. I think it goes back. I think you'd have complaints either way. If that were to happen, people would be like, if an album was all ballads, but boo, boring. This album's so slow and boring.
Yeah, I don't necessarily see this as a complaint, though. I think it's just God, we love when he sings. We would love more.
Yeah.
I feel like he doesn't have that many ballads, like overall, anyway.
And
like,
that's why it's like, it would be nice to have some more.
Yeah, that's why she's asking for more.
Yeah.
Which is totally fair.
Yeah.
And he does have a fantastic voice.
Like that part in American Girls. That's like, I feel like I'm looking more for that. I agree with her.
Even like in She, which is my number one Harry Styles song. Yeah. Like that's one where it's like you can really hear it as well.
Definitely.
I am very interested to see like how this translates to his shows, like these songs.
Yeah. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, definitely.
I
feel like we got a glimpse of it from the Netflix thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
Hi, Rhea. Hi, Fran. Hi, Noah. This is Molly calling from Woodinville, Washington. Super excited for you guys to visit Seattle. Excited for the tour. I don't know if you guys are allowed or interested to talk about this, but I've always been super curious what your guys' relationship was with Alex Cooper and the Call Her Daddy drama at the time, especially now that Sophia with an F has come out that she's going to write a memoir about the whole drama and the breakup. So specifically because they started as a Barstool podcast, I've always been super curious if you guys were like close with them, interacted with them, close with Alex specifically. Love Call Her Daddy, love you guys. So I just wanted to see kind of a cross collaboration if that would ever happen. But yeah, interested in what you guys think and what your opinion is on the drama. Love you guys.
Love you too.
We were always like, it's drama adjacent. We're not in it at all. It happened here and we witnessed it all unfold, but we never really had that kind of relationship with them.
No, they kept their distance from everybody, really. Like
they just weren't really here that much, which I know plenty of Barstool people have said time and time again, is like, at the beginning, maybe a little bit more often, but when they were really more in the swing of things, they came in, they did their show, they left. It wasn't really any mingling with other coworkers.
But it wasn't like they were mean either. Like it was
when we did see them like in the hallway, be like, hey guys, like they were always really nice. We would always say hi, like check in or just how you guys doing, what's up. But it was never really anything more than that at that time. And then when everything went down with the dramas, we just.
That was also kind of like during COVID.
Everyone was home.
Everyone was home, so we didn't see them. No. And that, look, I'm very, very interested to see what Sophia with an F puts in this book. Because it's, time has passed and everybody is doing their own thing. And I'm sure she has a very different perspective than what is like the universally accepted story of what happened. Dave put out a video that he thinks the book's going to be full of lies. So that's where he stands on that point. But
I'm curious what Alex's reaction was.
Yeah, I'm curious what the whole I'm curious about the whole thing in general, really, how it's going to go down when she puts this book out. Because I'm sure she's going to be doing press for it. I'm sure she's going to be doing interviews for it. She's going to be asked about it a ton. I wonder if Alex is really going to say anything about her, if she's just going to ignore it. But at the time, like we were doing our thing, they were doing theirs, and that was really about it. There wasn't like there's a couple Barstool events that they came to. We had fun. Like,
I wish we had some more interesting stories or something to add. I mean, I like every other Barstool person has said though, like they really kind of kept themselves separate. So.
Hi, Rhea and Fran. This is Christina. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I actually was just at your live show and had so much fun. My question for you is fuck, marry, kill. So your options are Traitors, Dancing with the Stars, and Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Can't wait to hear all of your choices, and thanks for a fun show.
Damn. I mean, my answer comes to me immediately.
Me too. This is easy for me.
Yeah, kill Salt Lake City.
Yeah, kill Salt Lake City.
I'm fucking Traitors.
I'll marry Traitors.
And I'm marrying Dancing with the Stars.
And I'll fuck Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah. I've already have a very long-standing relation. Like, I feel like I'm married to Dancing with the Stars already.
Right, you are married. we play around a little bit. Yeah. Me and Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, and Traitors is just like, can be a little sexier, a little darker, a little fun.
I'm married to Traitors.
Yeah.
That is, God, I'm obsessed with that show.
Yeah. Sorry to Salt Lake City. We do love Salt Lake City.
We do love, but it was an easy kill.
Hey, Fran, Rhea, and Noah. This is Jamie from Pennsylvania. Hi. My hot take is that Carl is the heart of Summer House. I think we give him a lot of crap, or at least the media does, for kind of being boring or whatever now. But, ever since season 1, he has brought the drama. He has brought the storylines. I mean, you look at almost every single season, and he has been the heart of it, between like the Workus twins and the craziness with Jules, which was awful, but the drama still came from him. And then obviously him getting sober, which is amazing. Such a good storyline to follow. The Lindsay drama of it all, the Paige drama. It never ends. Carl is the heart of Summer House. I don't know why we're pretending it's Kyle and Amanda or, I love Lindsay, but it's Carl. Carl is Summer House, and he deserves his flowers. So go, Carl. Thank you for making me a fan of Summer House forever because of your drama. Thanks, guys. Love you. Bye.
Love you too. And
I really appreciate that take because it does not get thrown around enough. And Carl has had such a journey on this show. I mean, season 1 Carl to now are two completely different people. And he's been on there from the beginning. And I could argue for Lindsay as well. Like, I do think Lindsay has certainly been in the mix and had her moments and stands as, one of those core faces of Summer House. But Carl definitely deserves to be in that conversation. And I don't know if he is enough.
I totally agree with you. I mean, Carl, he's waking up. Everybody want bagels. He's, and I love that for Carl, to see how much he has grown. And also, though, like you said, has brought the drama. Totally. It's not like Carl has always been like, hey, everybody, I'm waking up and getting everybody bagels. I'd also like to add that I really loved his conversation with Ciara on his podcast.
So good.
I thought it was so good. I thought that he was so open to hearing what Ciara had to share, and it felt like a really good conversation.
Yeah, and I also wanted to give him his flowers on the fact that a lot of reality stars jump into the podcast game just because they can, and I feel like he put a lot of care and focus into it, and a lot of preparation, and really thought-provoking questions that created such a great conversation.
It was. The conversation was so thoughtful and meaningful, and I'm so proud of Carl for that. Like, I thought for stepping into the podcast space, but then actually really putting his time and energy into it.
I agree. And by the way, this is some new episode of Summer House aired when you're listening. It'll be last night, but the mid-season trailer came out. So because we're obviously recording in the afternoon, but the mid-season trailer came out on social. It looks nuts, and if I can be putting these pieces together, it seems like perhaps Carl really goes at Kyle as like, dude, you're throwing your relationship away. Like, fucking wake up. I don't know if maybe it has other things to do with work stuff as well, but from the one line that was in it, it seemed very like, what the fuck are like you're just tossing this relationship to the side, really.
Yeah.
And they really got into it. So once again, bring in the drama.
Bring in the drama, the heart of Summer House. Yeah. And I think we can wrap up with that because it's beautiful to end on Carl being the heart.
Love it. It is so important to feel strong. Get your body moving. Go to the gym. Planet Fitness has you covered with really whatever you need. Planet Fitness is a judgment-free environment where you're free to get strong your way on your own time. You can feel your strongest, best self with best-in-class equipment for a full workout, strength training, cardio, stretching. I really think that lifting weights is so great, and it's something that I got into later in life, but I do really enjoy doing it. And Planet Fitness makes it so easy because you go in, they got all the free weights, or you can use some of the machines like the hack squats, supine benches, seated calf raises, or if you're someone that just wants to get your steps in, because we thought we were getting the warmth and now it's back to cold. So you don't want to be walking outside. Maybe you want to walk inside. You can hit the treadmill, get your steps in, the stair climber. Planet Fitness has it all. Most locations are open 24 hours, and membership starting at just $15 a month at over 28,000 locations. We're all strong on this planet. Join today in club, online, or in the free Planet Fitness app. Hours, amenities, and offers vary by club. Check out planetfitness.com or stop by your local club for more information. You must be 18 years old to enroll or 13 to 17 with a parent/guardian.
All right, everyone, we are here with a very, very special guest. She is back, and we are honored that she's back. Demi Lovato's here.
Hello.
Oh my God, we're so excited that you're back. When they said, oh, Demi's got a cookbook coming out, we're like, yes, she can come back. Because when we left last time, we were like, oh, there's so many things we still want to talk about. We barely even scratched the surface on reality TV. There are so many fun things
we
that
were
we could talk
we
about.
need 30 minutes to talk about Love Island.
Yeah,
we got to talk about it all.
Exactly. But your cookbook is out now.
Yes.
Which is really exciting. I have it in my hands, one plate at a time. It's gorgeous. It's a beautiful pink color. I love it. How excited are you that the book is out now?
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
This book has been years in the works, and it's finally out today. So I'm very excited, and I think it's gonna help a lot of people.
Let me just say, this is a cookbook for me. Now, we have Rhea loves to cook. She's an amazing cook and enjoys it. Me, not so much. When I saw that there was how to make a perfect chicken breast in here, I was like, this cookbook's for me. This is exactly what I need. So where do you feel like this book falls in the range of cookbooks? Because you kind of mentioned it at the beginning. It's like, sometimes you pick up a cookbook, you're like, wow, this is really intense. I don't know if I can make this. But I feel like you have stuff all spanning from easy to medium to difficult.
Yeah, so the recipes in here are very non-intimidating.
Yes.
There are more challenging recipes than others, but for the most part, I wanted to make recipes that are simple and foolproof, but very flavorful for people who or who are looking to step foot into the kitchen for the first time. But the main reason why I wrote this cookbook was because I wanted to create a cookbook for people that are in recovery from disordered eating and are looking to take their next steps in the kitchen, because I have started my culinary journey. I started it about 5 years ago, and I was so intimidated by food before that the thought of going into a grocery store would send me into a panic attack, and seeing the food everywhere would break me down into tears. So I wanted to simplify things for people that are also in recovery. And so there's a lot about my personal journey in there. But there's also great tips and tricks for people that are just learning how to cook or wanting to step foot into the kitchen for the first time.
Yeah.
I absolutely love the idea of this cookbook and the place that it's coming from, because I really do think it's so important.
Thank
You know, you opening up and someone like you can help so many people. And I think that we don't even realize how many people are struggling sometimes. Like,
Absolutely.
there are people who never talk about it. I know that we opened up recently on our podcast just about like body dysmorphia and stuff. And we had people reach out to us that were like, just that little bit that you talked about helped me so much. So you have no idea how many people you truly are helping find their freedom with food, which is how you word it, which is really so amazing. And opening up your journey at the very beginning of the cookbook, kind of setting the tone for what this is going to be. So I'm so excited for you, and I'm so excited for everybody who's going to get their hands on this book just to help them a little bit.
Me too. Absolutely. I really hope that it helps people.
Yeah. Rhea mentioned that phrase, you know, finding freedom in food. What has that kind of meant to you? What does that phrase mean to you?
Finding freedom with food is just like, I know that I'm deserving of the food that I eat, and whatever I choose to put in my body, I'm deserving of that as well, whether it be a food that I was once afraid of or foods that, you know, that I wasn't afraid of. Like, I deserve it all. And I think that having that freedom has allowed me to be more creative in the kitchen and develop recipes that are like the ones that are in this book. And because I think, you know, old me would have been afraid of a lot of the recipes that are in this book. But now, like, starting to cook and being in the kitchen, I've decided, you know, at times to take more risks, and especially in my recovery, like trying foods that I was once afraid of was a big step for me. And it's just been like, you know, really helpful to cook. And yeah, I really truly have found freedom with food.
Yeah, because I think that a lot of us can get stuck in a place of like, oh, I need to work for this food, right? And like you said, you are deserving of all food that you want. Like intuitive eating, what are you in the mood for? What do you want to make? And you can just get in the kitchen and make that for yourself.
Right.
Instead of like, I need to work for this food. Oh, I need to go for a walk after and do this. It's like healing that conversation.
And that comes from like societal pressures, right?
For
like
sure.
we live in diet culture is rampant, and it's really difficult to navigate early recovery with food, especially when you've been told certain beliefs your whole life through outside pressures. So it's definitely something that you deserve the foods that you want to eat, and you deserve that connection with your food as well, and your body, listening to your hunger cues. That intuitive eating that you were talking about is really important and will ultimately help you in the journey in the long run.
Yeah. And nourishing yourself. I think that's always a good word to look to as well. It's like, well, any food is good food as long as we are nourishing ourselves.
Like
right?
when I have kids, I don't want to ever say good or bad foods. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I think that belief is something that's really that was instilled in us at a young age, and especially for us that grew up, you know, looking at the early 2000s and the trends that were happening there. It was like really detrimental to our mental health and the way that we view food, the way that we view our bodies. And so I just think that when you're able to, you know, allow yourself foods that are the ones that you want, like you deserve that.
Yeah, because that's something I've been working on as well, is like not saying that this food is bad, because any, like you said, like, because that's what we grew up on, right? Like you said. So it's just like, you know, is this gonna be something that I eat every single day? Like, I want Taco Bell. Am I gonna eat it every single day?
Right.
No, but I want it, and it's good for me no matter what.
It's a fun food.
Yeah, it's fun.
And there's fun foods and strong foods, right?
And we've talked about this before too, is like, it's so true, that era that we grew up in, and I think it was a certain generation where, you know, you always had the friend that was not allowed any snacks, no sweets, nothing was allowed in their house. And then when they got older, it was like, I don't know how to manage this. I don't know how to handle, because it's something I was not like allowed to have.
Yeah,
and it's like a weird restriction.
There was a period of my life where I was had a team that wouldn't allow me to eat certain foods. And that ultimately was very detrimental to my eating disorder recovery. In fact, I relapsed in my eating disorder with that because I wasn't allowed to have desserts without them calling it a binge. And so what would I do when I was away from them? I would order a dessert and then I would end up throwing it up. And that's how I relapsed with my bulimia. And it was, I think like, it was a really difficult time for me. And now I'm able to have dessert and I'm able to, enjoy the foods that I once used to hide. And I feel like I'm just definitely in a much better place now, and I'm so grateful.
Yeah, we're so happy for you, and I think it's something that we all can learn on and work from, and I think that you are going to help so many people with this. I think it's such an amazing idea and so vulnerable. So thank you for sharing with us and for everybody else.
Absolutely, thank you.
I loved like the step-by-steps you're giving in the beginning of this book, because it's something that maybe didn't even cross my mind of like, if you are someone that has struggled, even just walking into a grocery store can be so overwhelming. And here's some tips for when you do that.
Yeah.
I thought that was so interesting, and I wonder like how you have gotten through that fight.
For me, like I said, stepping foot into a grocery store would bring me to the point of tears. And now I'm able to go to the grocery store. I never really go by myself for security reasons.
But I asked the question. I thought, does Demi even go to the grocery store?
I do. I actually love it now. I think it's fun. Yeah. And my husband and I, like, we can make a game out of it. See how fast we can get the ingredients. And, I go grocery shopping a lot with one of my best friends, Allie, and like having that support there by my side means everything to me. So I'm so grateful for her, so grateful for my husband, but making it fun and I think going in with a set of ingredients, knowing what you need is like keeps you focused on what you need, and then of course if you see something that you want, like just grab it. It's okay.
Yep, exactly. You have a page on sort of the discussion of the term body positivity.
Yes.
And you mention body neutrality, which is something that maybe you are more in favor of using something like that.
Yeah.
What is the difference to you in those?
Body neutrality or body acceptance.
Yeah.
I think the thing with body positivity is it places expectations on how you are supposed to view your body. And when I'm struggling, there are days when I don't even like my body, and that's just a part of it. But I think if I can get to a place where I accept it and I say like this, it feels more attainable and more reachable sometimes to have body acceptance than it is to have body positivity, especially on days when I'm really triggered or just having really bad body dysmorphia days.
Yeah. I think that makes a lot of sense.
It does make a very great point, because a lot of times there's a lot of pressure on like, no, you're supposed to love your body.
Right.
Love it.
Yeah,
and
like,
it's like
no matter what.
No matter what, love your body. And it's like, yes, I would love to feel that way.
Yes.
We would all love to feel that way. But a lot of times it's not realistic.
It's not always realistic.
And it's okay. And sometimes you have to
that's
be okay.
okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Just like you're not always going to be in a good mood. You're not always going to love your body. And, it's
it's being okay with like not being okay, that sort of thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
And I think with body positivity, I felt like I was every day faking it till I was making it, but I never made it. I, was in a place in my life when I tried body positivity that I didn't get to a place where I loved my body. And that's something that I'll probably always struggle with. And it's a part of the journey, but I have good days too, that's, and there are some days when I love my body. But for the most part, just being in a place of acceptance feels more realistic to me. And that way I'm not putting pressure on myself to love my body or feel a certain way about it. I just feel neutral about it. Like my body is working for me. It's in good health and I'm grateful for it. And that's what I love today.
For sure. And those days are completely normal. Although
So normal.
Do they suck sometimes?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's so normal to feel that way.
It
so
is.
taking away that pressure for people of like, no, you have to let
Yes.
I don't.
Yes.
And that's how I feel today.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
And that's why I think it's such a unique cookbook. We really haven't had something like this from someone of your stature. I feel like like it speaks a lot for a lot of people. I love all the pictures in the book because I know we talk to a lot of people who come out with cookbooks or any kind of how-to books and things, and there's pictures from their life, and I'm like, how fun must these shoot days be? Because not only you're in the kitchen, you're having fun, but your family is in this. You got your husband, your dogs, like
and my mom.
and your mom. So what was shoot day like? Take us through that.
There were 2 shoot days. There was one where we shot the cover and
Gorgeous.
some of the other pictures in there. It was in a kitchen area, and that's when they took a lot of pictures of the food. So that was more like food stuff, or like
which I always find fascinating because the way that they can make. Food photographers, it's such an impressive skill.
Yes, the food styling is such an impressive skill.
They take us out to dinner. When we're out to dinner,
Oh my
we're like,
God.
wait, let me get the shot.
We go out to dinner and we're like, we can't post that. It looks terrible.
I just think about like how difficult it must be to make food look pretty, because when I cook, I'm more focused on eating it.
Yep.
And so I just slap it on my
Goes
plate,
right
and
on the
there's like
plate.
there's drops and it's
Yeah.
smeared, and it just doesn't look that pretty. But I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I take out the napkin when I'm like cooking for my husband and I, and I'm like, ooh, let me wipe the edges. And I'm like,
Right, I do
all
that
right,
too.
why am I getting into this? Like, let's just eat the fucking food.
Right.
Yeah, it's funny. It's just such a cool. It's had to have been kind of cool though to see the recipes turned into like these masterpieces on the plate.
Absolutely. It was really, really cool to see that. And then the second day that we shot, we had my mom and Jordan and my dogs in there. And that, of course, that was really, really nice for me. It was, we shot it at my house, and it was more relaxed and more cozy. And it was a fun day.
What's your favorite thing to cook for Jordan?
He loves, I love cooking the honeymoon chicken. It's a spin on the viral Marry Me Chicken recipe, but I'm married now. So it's honeymoon chicken.
Yes.
And
I love that.
He loves that recipe. He loves my chocolate chip cookies, the chocolate chip fudge brownies. Yum. I mean, there really isn't anything from this book that he doesn't love. So same goes for me. So like I really have a fun time making all the recipes. He also loves my chili. The chili in here, the pantry chili is really good.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to make that.
Yeah,
that's my favorite.
Yeah. Well, we're super excited to dive into the recipes for this book. Hope everyone listening is as well. Moving on to tour. It's right around the corner.
Yeah.
It's not that deep tour. We are so excited. We saw you post on your story like, what songs do you want to hear? Would you mind if Fran and I gave you our
I wouldn't
songs?
mind at all. Go for it.
So we both made a list.
Yeah, so we have 5 songs each that we made.
It was honestly incredibly hard to narrow it down to 5.
It was.
And I wrote down like 15, but I cut it down to 5.
You're so sweet.
I was
Thank
really
you.
trying to narrow it down. I have some like honorable mentions. My number 1 is always going to be Don't Forget.
Thank you.
Because this
we wanted to go back to.
And I have so many videos of me as a young girl singing this dead seriously
straight
into
to the
my
camera.
camera.
Straight into the
And
camera.
let me tell you, I am a terrible singer, Demi. It is so bad. So would love to hear you bring this one back.
Okay.
Also, Lightweight I have on there.
Okay.
I love Lightweight. Oh,
Deep
look.
cut.
Oh, yeah. They're like this back there. Lightweight I think is so beautiful. And you just have the most insane voice in the entire world. We talk about this all the time. So that one is on there. Throwing it back again, La La Land and Get Back.
Yes. So you love the first album.
I really do.
Yeah.
Like it just has a special
She's like, so here's
place.
the entire first. Can you play the entire first album?
It just has a special place in my heart.
It does.
And they're so fun and they're so good.
Thank
they
you.
really are so good. And then I have Neon Lights,
Yeah.
which I feel like fits sort of
Definitely
what
fits.
you're in right now.
Yeah.
And then just a classic Skyscraper.
Yeah.
Just
Thank you.
beautiful. Those are my
you can-
requests.
okay.
Okay. I'll take note of those.
you.
All right. So I went with Two Worlds Collide.
Wow.
One of my all-time favorites.
Throwback.
Oh yeah, Two Worlds Collide is amazing. Catch Me the Here We Go Again album. Love.
Thank you.
Just like I get goosebumps for just before I fall. It gets me every time. Too fast. Yeah.
You sound just like her.
I know I do. If you told me I'd be singing Demi's song in front of her, I would have not loved that. Okay. Fix a Heart. Love Fix a Heart. And then I went Firestarter
Okay.
and Lionheart.
I'm going to be honest. I haven't thought about Starter probably since I made it. But that's good to know.
And you
Please
know,
keep Fran in mind.
Yeah.
okay.
And I know it's crazy though, but it's like, I don't know, sometimes nothing is more satisfying when you see that song that you've loved for so long, it gets played, you're like, oh my God, it's not a forgotten song. And you know, I actually really do. I know it was very, you know, your rock era, the Holy Fuck. And this is a honorary mention, I'll throw it in. But Happy Ending.
Love that song.
I love. And
Thank
I
you.
just felt listening to it again, I was like, you know what? How full circle.
It's full circle because I wrote that with my husband.
Really?
My now husband. At
Wow.
the time, obviously, we weren't married, but I wrote that song with him, and little did we know that we would be each other's happy ending.
See, that's amazing. And I feel like that goes, like I said, full circle into so much of the new album and sort of giving yourself that grace of accepting those past times. And like I even wrote down, and I know it's new album, but I even wrote down Sorry to Myself because it's just like that full like
that'll
happy
definitely
ending
be
into
in there.
sorry to Myself. And I'm like, what a great full circle moment. I know. I was like,
You're making the set list.
I know. I'm like, so
By the way,
I'm
if you
taking
put,
notes right now.
You put these two next to each other.
so curated a set list. And I was like, it's that I think is just so cool. I know, of course, a lot of the new album will be included as it should. It's for that tour. But Happy Ending, I just think is like
So good.
What a
Thank you.
great jump.
That's actually probably my favorite from Holy Fuck.
Yeah.
And it just holds such a special place in my heart, not only because I wrote it with my now husband, but just because I was going through such a difficult time in my life when I wrote that.
Yeah.
And I'll always love that song.
What are you most excited for this tour?
Well, I'm most excited for possibly playing new music that you haven't heard
Already?
already.
Oh my God.
Spoil us.
Really?
Yeah.
You're so blessed.
We are being spoiled. Okay, that's really cool.
Yeah.
What how have you've been working on new music
Yeah,
already?
I've been in the studio.
Okay.
Yeah, I got back into the studio as soon as I got home last year and took a break from after album promo and everything. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I need more.
She's
So
clocking in.
Yeah, she is. She is. What
Clocking in and locking
Yeah.
in.
Yes, always.
What has tour prep been like for you? Because you posted that you really want this tour to be ready to go, and you feeling good about it. So what's the prep been like for you?
The prep has been like, we've been in rehearsals already. We're like a little under a month out from the tour, but we've been in rehearsals. And I'm dancing a lot. So I've been, rehearsing my dance moves and getting on the treadmill while singing, making sure my body is strong and I'm feeling good to go.
What are some of your secret vocal
Technique?
Warm-ups?
Warm-ups?
How do you keep your voice strong?
I definitely warm up
Yeah.
before I perform every time without fail.
Yeah.
And a warm down is also really important. Like, I feel like that's something that not a lot of people know that singers do.
Yeah.
No.
Is after you come off stage, make sure you warm your voice down so that you don't lose it the next day. And it's really protective of your voice.
How do you warm your voice down?
Just by scales in reverse and kind of, because when you go, my songs, a lot of my songs I'm belting really high, and so when I go from that to my talking voice, there's it's a jump, and I think warming it down and back into my talking voice just helps me protect it. And then also I go on vocal rest when I need to. So I'll probably be doing that a lot on tour, you know, in between shows, not speaking a word. If I have days off, probably not talking on my days off. You know, an hour and a half every night or however long the set list is a lot on my voice, and I have to protect it.
Yeah. So interesting. And that is so fair. Because I also was just thinking, like, you know, when you exercise, maybe you stretch beforehand, but they're like, hey, don't forget to stretch after. And stretching after is just as important.
Yes,
which
definitely.
is like, obviously so similar with your voice and making sure you do that. When you are on vocal rest, how do you communicate? Do you have like a little whiteboard? Like, do you just text everyone?
I'm in my notes app,
Yeah,
definitely. But there's also like this text to speech app or something like that where I type it in. It's like delayed. So like 5 seconds later, I'll interject in a conversation, but everyone has already moved on. It's pretty funny.
You're like, wait.
Yeah. The punchline to my joke comes like 5 seconds later. People are like, what?
Yeah,
That's amazing. Oh, well, we're so excited for
Thank
tour.
you.
We cannot wait.
RumHaven wants you guys to know that they will really show you where the real comes out. Because right now, you know, the world's too loud, too filtered, too fake. But not here and not us with RumHaven. Because RumHaven is where that noise fades and the real comes out, where you can unbutton expectations and sip on what's true, what's natural. One taste of pure cane sugar and real coconut water lets you feel the difference. It's what real tastes like. That place, that feeling, that mindset where everything finds its balance. It's an oasis of authenticity, and it calls to you, draws you in. Because in this space, you can be real with yourself, your friends, and even the strangers who might just become them. We have been drinking these delicious RumHaven cocktails while we've been on tour, and they are so good. The crowd loves them. We love seeing people drink them, and you really can taste that difference of that real coconut water. It's such a delicious drink. You can drink it really so many ways. We love it as a nice delicious rum punch. So open up a bottle, lose the small talk, and find the good vibes. Because the best moments aren't fake, they're simply real. RumHaven, made for real.
Moving on to more of Disney conversation.
Yeah.
There's been something that's gone majorly viral lately. Raven Simone was asked who her Mount Rushmore of Disney stars are. Do you have a Mount Rushmore?
It would definitely be Raven, Hillary. I agreed with her answer. So like hers definitely resonated. But like you have to even go back to the Mickey Mouse Club too. Like people that were on Disney Channel prior to everyone I just named.
Right.
You know, there was Brittany and Christina.
So true. I wouldn't even have thought of that, but that is
right.
fair.
It's like,
Ryan Gosling
does that
was
come
on there.
first? I don't know.
Does that count in the
like, does that,
Disney?
does
We
that
need
count?
like a
Does it?
before, you know, like the beginning
But like
and as
maybe,
it goes.
but maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they were on Disney, but they didn't transform Disney Channel into what it is. And I think Raven really did that. Hillary really did that. And I'm blanking on.
I think
Who
she
else?
had included Shia, which has been just as far as a star.
okay on that
but
one.
I would not
pass.
I would not put
Yeah,
him.
we can pass.
I wouldn't put him on that one. I wouldn't put him on mine for right now. But it is because I think every generation probably has a different, like they have their Disney stars, so they would put theirs. Because I know when she said theirs, everyone was like, "Oh my God, where's Demi? Where's Miley? Where's like it's like all the."
But they came
it's-
before us.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean?
They paved the way.
They
kind
paved the
of.
way,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
And I think there could be a separate Mount Rushmore for
Yes.
Disney Channel, which would probably be, you know, Jonas Brothers, Miley, Selena, and hopefully me.
I 100%. That's mine.
Absolutely. Yes.
That's absolutely mine.
And then I think there's another one that comes after, which is all the Disney stars that have, you know,
Zendaya.
Yep, for
So-
sure. Sabrina Carpenter's probably on, you know, like there's, it's so true. So you get a lot. But I think goes into your age group. Like if for us.
It really is. It's
for
just
us,
about-
like you can't compute, like you just can't fight Demi, Miley, Selena, Jonas Brothers. You just can't.
Which Jonas brother gets the head spot?
Oh, Good question. It's going to be Joe. Like, just for the sake of the band, like, you know, you got to. I think you look at
he's the front man.
Like, you look at how they are on stage from left to right. It goes Nick, Joe, Kevin,
sense.
and you put them right.
We got to make sure Kevin gets in there.
And he is. Speaking of, they just released a live album from their tour, and Wouldn't Change a Thing from MetLife with you guys is on there. And on Friday, not to talk about ourselves, but we had a travel day from hell on Friday.
Oh no!
We're stuck in Seattle. It was snowing. It was awful.
It's okay, we don't have to bother you with
I was
this.
like, no, we don't. But when I go, oh my God, that album came out today. And like when I pressed play on Wouldn't Change a Thing, I was like, I'm instantly in a better mood.
Oh, that's so
It got us through the travel day.
Good. I'm glad it helped.
It was so great. What's your favorite part of that song specifically? Wouldn't Change a Thing.
My vocals lean a little, like a teeny tiny bit country.
Yeah,
on that.
yeah.
And like I kind of love that for me.
Yeah.
And so it was, and I guess it's my Texas roots showing a little bit. But like I love singing that one. It's a fun one to sing, definitely.
It is. You
and
know,
also like it's my favorite song from Camp Rock too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Camp Rock, last time you were here, we didn't get to talk about it, but you are a producer on Camp Rock 3.
Yes.
You headed back to set. What was that feeling like?
It was so much fun, and it's been really, really great to, you know, watch and kind of usher in the new cast and watch them shine and grow and continue the legacy of what Camp Rock is.
We're so excited.
know.
And honestly, I can't believe the last time you were here, it wasn't confirmed.
Yeah.
And it felt like, you know, you had a secret. We were trying to get the secret.
Yeah.
And now we know.
And now you know.
And we got to see that.
And maybe
that
there's more
picture.
secrets to that.
Oh, Demi, don't.
You know, I was hoping you were gonna say that. Because you know it is so fun when these things get brought back, and I know it's popular right now. You know, like a reboot or anything of that sort, but the original fans still want to watch it and enjoy it.
Yeah.
So it's like, yes, you're making this new product for a new audience. And like you said, you're ushering in these really, really talented young kids that, you know, a new generation is all going to fall in love with.
Yeah.
But I'm like, hey, we're watching too.
Oh, yes. We're still here. We're going to be watching.
We're watching too. So you want a little bit for everybody.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, speaking of things coming back around and going viral, Cool for the Summer is 10 years old and keeps going viral.
I know. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
It just keeps coming back around.
You know what it is too? I think it's like the power of social media also, because when anybody is getting ready, the weather starts to get a little warmer.
Yes.
You're going outside.
That's
you're
right,
having
because
fun.
the last time that it went viral, it was around the springtime going into summer too.
Yeah.
And it keeps breaking its own record.
Totally.
Yeah.
And you put it into, it's like you post a video on TikTok or Instagram or something, and you're like, you know what? I want a good song like for summer. And it's just like every time it's the first one that comes into your mind. It's like, well, we'll do Cool for the Summer. It'd be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So every time it comes back around, it's got to be around. Has to be around the summertime.
Yes.
It's like a summer anthem for life.
I'm so grateful for that song.
Yeah.
It really, like I said, is the gift that keeps on giving. And I think a lot of people connect to it. And I love that.
Yeah. Is there another song of yours that you wish would make its rounds again?
Any of them?
Yeah. Whichever one you guys want.
Yeah, whichever one you want. I don't know. That's a really good question, actually. I would love to see Sorry Not Sorry have a moment again.
Yeah.
Love that one.
Love
So
that.
good.
You know, yeah, and anything from the new album too.
What's cool is with tour, I think there's going to be so many people there that share content and share videos.
Yeah.
That I think that's going to get people talking again. It's like
Yeah.
whatever songs you perform, they're like, wait a sec, like those will go viral. Everyone will be like, oh my God, this song is such a banger, and everyone will start listening. And it's the way it always goes.
You know, when I did a show at the Palladium, the week of my album launch, the song that the crowd went wild for was Really Don't Care. And that was like I wouldn't have thought that they would go crazy on that song out of the other songs that I played, but they loved that one, so maybe that'll have a moment.
Yeah,
Who knows?
that is such a fun one too. Oh, we have to wrap up, and I can't believe IT is talking about reality TV, and we're still here again.
Oh no! Wait, really quick.
Which means
Really
that
quick,
really quick.
Yes.
Okay. What are you watching right now? We watch everything, so you tell us
Yeah.
what you're watching, and we can talk about it.
Well, you're not gonna watch this. I just rewatched. I'm rewatching The Walking Dead.
Okay.
I actually started The Walking Dead
When?
a couple months ago. And
Okay,
ran,
keep going.
I should keep
It's
going.
so good.
Okay.
Yes. And then I also just watched the first season of The Pit,
So good.
which was so good. And I thought it started like a little slow,
Yeah,
but then it picks up and then it gets
totally.
really intense and really good.
The second season is very much like that as well.
Yes.
Right now, but I have. It's a show that I have to watch by myself because my husband can't do like the hospital stuff.
Yeah.
And even just like one new episode just started and I had it on, he came home and someone was getting like helicoptered in. They lost their leg. It was like the
Yeah.
leg was in a bag. He was like, please.
Yes.
I can't do this. But The Pit is legit.
Yes.
And it's intense.
And then I also watched Traitors, obviously.
Oh my God.
and
What did you think?
And I've finished Real Housewives of Salt Lake City when that
Yes.
aired too.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you think of Traitors?
I loved it. Like I love Traitors. I think it's so much fun. I love to play
Yeah.
like a little game. When I play the game, it's called Mafia.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
it's really fun to play. But like I could never do it for that long.
I was going to ask, would you ever do Traitors?
Absolutely not. Not unless I was a faithful. Because
Oh, you would only do it if you were a faithful.
someone puts me under pressure, I would crack like that.
Yeah,
I would start
that's-
laughing. Like I'd be like, guys, I'm a traitor.
Yeah. And I would also just crack under, like, I think I would start lying about everything and then forget what I'm lying about.
And then you
It's
get
a whole thing.
paranoid and it's a whole
Yes.
thing. I
You
mean, we
think-
saw it
did-
happen this season.
Yes.
What did you think of Rob's win?
I expected it.
Yeah.
You know, he played a really, really good game.
Yep.
But like, damn, he's a little too good at that.
Right?
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I know. I think
That
and
was-
Moira
that was-
said that to him. She was like, "You're never gonna get a girlfriend after this." Although apparently
has
he
a
does have a
girlfriend.
girlfriend.
I don't think he's
so-
gonna struggle.
I don't think he's gonna struggle. Okay, that was our quick reality talk. But we have a big giveaway that we want to talk to you about. Because we love talking about tour, we're excited for it, and we want to see everybody at tour. So we are going to be giving away 5 pairs of tickets to some of our Lucky Chicks in the Office listeners to go see Demi on tour, which we're so excited about. We're going to be posting a clip on Instagram, and look out for that. You're going to comment what you think is Demi's most underrated song, like we've been talking about, and you got to be following Chicks in the Office, following Demi, and we will pick some lucky winners who get to see you on tour.
Yes. So it's 5
Pairs. Yeah, so
they'll
10
get
tickets total.
10 tickets total. They'll get 2 tickets each. So
tickets
you and a
each.
friend, whoever you want to bring.
Yeah.
And make sure you're following Chicks in the Office and Demi Lovato and comment
Yes.
her most underrated song. And we cannot wait for you to be back on tour.
Thank
We're
you so
excited.
much.
Thank you so much, Demi.
oh my gosh,
Demi,
it's
thank
always
you.
a pleasure with y'all.
Thank you. Next time, Love Island talk.
Yes. Probably the next time will be after Love Island USA airs.
and then we
And
can-
I'll have some hot takes.
All right, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. Thank you so much for watching and listening. We love you guys so very much. We hope you enjoyed our interview with Demi Lovato. She is the best. And we'll talk to you on Friday.
Yeah, Chicks in the Office. Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Look at the charts, who does it the best? 2 chicks getting paid in reality checks.